Welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. This is one of those benchmark opportunities for both teams, a mid-season top 10 showdown. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
I caught up with the Nittany Lions head coach before the game. He is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in, and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Wolverines will kick off first, and here we go. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Here's James Peoples to begin the drive. And he's still running after the move. Turns it on down the left side. He's at the 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. On the run, it's Marshall. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Play fake, Underwood. Buying some time. He throws into the middle of the field. He's got it along the sideline. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. And the Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll run it. It's Marshall. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. Looking for the goal line. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here. Less than a yard to go for a 1st down, and the offense will remain on the field. Trying to pound it in. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Now, what a great job by this defense. Never giving up, man. Gave up some yards, get inside their own 1 on 4th and goal. And what did they do a good job of? Getting pushed, man. The big boys getting in the backfield, getting penetration, not letting the hole even open up, and they get the big 4th down stop.
Running inside. It's Hansen. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
He hits that hole. It opened up for him as he gets 6 and all the way out to the 9-yard line. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Finds the tight end. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. You know, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Hansen. Finding some room. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
How about the explosive play by this offense? Man, it's so nice to have guys you can hand the football off and just watch him work. Watch him do the rest, the speed, making big plays, breaking tackles. Man, is it nice to have an offense with a playmaker like that.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Going for 6. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback, they're smaller and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply were not.
The Wolverines moving quickly to the line. Underwood. He uncorks a bullet to the right. He's got it for a big play. That's his first catch of the season. They believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early.
That's what this guy can do. He can take the top off of the defense with his speed. Really nice route on the post. He didn't telegraph where he was going. Tracks the ball and hauls one in. Explosive play for the offense.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. Fires on the move. Makes the catch. It's Marshall. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Bryce Underwood to the air again. They get to him as he throws. Makes a connection. And he murders into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Wallace. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll run for it. It's Peoples. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Wants to throw. It's Beck. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fellow a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all 5 guys up front doing their job individually.
Could be an alley. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hansen. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number 1 on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so you've got to continue to play well within the conference.
Well, as soon as he got outside the pocket, the defense smelt blood in the water. Everybody started pursuing. And how about the big hit on the QB outside the pocket? At that point, he's a runner. He's not getting protected anymore. Nice job. He felt that one.
They'll run it with James Peoples. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Penn State!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point was good. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And wings it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
He uncorks one deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Magic. Hawkeye. Brick. Win. Mustang.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Makes a nice grab at the 25. He's got great speed. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Back to throw, it's Beck. Firing to the right, complete. The Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. Running inside, it's Hansen. He's there to make the stop.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. Turning it on. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Punts it out of the air. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The Nittany Lions trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And they hope that false start penalty doesn't come back to haunt them. 2nd and goal again. Back to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He's shoved out of bounds right at the 6-yard line as they were able to at least keep him out of the end zone.
Man, I love the decision-making right there. Like, drop back the pass, look for your shots. You don't see it, tuck it, get positive yards, makes the next down even easier. That is a great heads-up early down play for this QB.
Here's Peoples. Tackled there by the defense.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
So they will eschew the short field goal attempt and instead try to score from the 5 on 4th down. Dropping back, it's Beck. Here's a heat. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Takes the handoff. It's Marshall. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The offense changing the play. Throwing, Underwood. Got a man, it's Buchanan. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now on the move. Oh, he's got some space. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Fires to the middle. He's got the tight end. This defense rises to the occasion, and now deep in this game, will they send out the field goal unit or go for it on 4th and short? Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Quickly complete. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Plows through the defense. He'll be stopped just a little short of that 15-yard line, and now they're looking at 4th and short. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3-spot before the break. Just drives in between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Back to pass, it's Beck. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State in their matchup against the number 12 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's the Buckeyes getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team. This ball club now stands at 7 wins. They've assured themselves at the very least of a better than 500 regular season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Here's Underwood to throw. Floats it out in space. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34. And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Stepping to the right. Throwing on the run. He's open on the right. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
Underwood finds his back in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. It's a draw. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19. Third and 6 yards to go. They'll move the wide receiver. Underwood from the gun on third down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! And that one will give them the lead.
And how about the protection up front? The big fella's doing their job. He just sits in the pocket. Wide receivers break off their routes. He finds the open guy for the big play. Nice job of protecting your quarterback.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Wallace. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. The head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
They'll start on the ground with Peoples. Got enough for the first. At the 40, there he goes. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. That last chunk play is one that'll really put a drive on the move. It's 1st and 10 from the 43. Back to pass, it's Beck. Keeps looking downfield. Already find a hole in that secondary. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line.
And man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and
there he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. The offense knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Working that left side now. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They'll run it with James Peoples. Did not get an inch. This defense digging in, and it's 4th and goal.
And this is tough. Second half of the game, you're down by 3. You know a field goal is going to tie it, but this is a golden opportunity here, David, to take the lead. I think I'm going for the touchdown.
Green light. I'm going for it. Second half, man, I can take the lead right here. I like my chances, and even if I miss, I got to go the whole length of the field.
Looking for a man. It's Beck. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, are they going to power it in? Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. The run inside. It's Marshall. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one up, and it just takes...
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And, man, this offense, man, is so nice to have a guy that you can hand the football to, and he can take off and make big plays down the field. He can break tackles. He can outrun you. He shows you a little bit of everything. This defense, they better dial in on him because he's going to get the football, and he can make big plays.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Throwing, Underwood. Flushed out of the pocket. On the run, fires downfield. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hansen trying to take it back. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. And the Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Beck. Bringing the heat. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending.
Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's... There's a little room there. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. This time he wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On 3rd down. Right back to the well. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Caught. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And how about this offense, man? They put the ball in the hands of the guy they trust the most. 4th down, need a conversion. You're wanting to salt this clock away. You want this game to end with you guys possessing the football. Big 4th down conversion.
Back to throw, it's Beck. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
You know, good teams just know how to close games out, and you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Their defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they've padded their lead, and this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
Running inside, it's Marshall. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. The Wolverines want to crank the tempo. He leaves it with his back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. Throwing on the run. Caught at the 25. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house. Big Blue with the response.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. How about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the container of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you can tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. To the air, it's Beck. Under fire, and down he goes.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Both these teams unbeaten in conference play, and the shape of the race will unfold here in the final moments. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Pressure coming. On target to the left. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
On 3rd down, here's Peoples. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
And that's so well done by the defense there. Not only are you preventing him from getting the 1st down, you're also getting him out of bounds. So you stop the clock. You need to get the football back. You're doing a great job of conserving time on the clock for your offense to go and get you the win. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession
possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Under fire. Looking deep. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
The Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Hansen. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Just feeds the running back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. To the air, it's Beck. Fires to the tight end. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
The Nittany Lions go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hansen. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead. Late in the 4th quarter, inside of a minute, I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be 1st and goal. And a chance, perhaps, to salt this game away if this offense can pay this off with a late touchdown.